Welcome to my channel, PeekAboo-AI Surveillance, where we dive into the many ways AI is being used for video and audio surveillance. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button so you do not miss out on any crucial news or information about AI surveillance you will want to know. And to all my returning subscribers, welcome back and enjoy the tutorial. You can find some helpful links in the description below related to what we're covering today. So, let's talk about cell-site simulators, commonly known as Stingrays. These are a type of International Mobile Subscriber Identity, or IMSI scatter used by law enforcement. Their main job is to identify, locate, and track mobile devices by pretending to be a legitimate cell tower. By forcing all the phones in an area to connect to it, a Stingray collects unique device IDs like the International Mobile Equipment Identity, or IMI in some cases. It can even intercept your communication content, which raises significant Fourth Amendment privacy concerns. Allow me to quickly break down the key details of how these cell-site simulators work. Stingrays mimic cell towers. They trick phones within a specific radius into connecting to them instead of your actual carrier's network. They're often mounted in vehicles, making them mobile. Beyond just tracking, these devices can identify every single phone in a given area. They can pinpoint a specific phone's location, even if it's inside a building, and they gather information on all surrounding bystanders as well. Federal and local law enforcement use them for criminal investigations and general surveillance. Of course, there's a lot of controversy surrounding these devices. They're often used without specific warrants and are frequently protected by non-disclosure agreements, or gag orders, that prevent their use from even being revealed in court. Some of the common models, produced by the Harris Corporation, include the Stingray, Kingfish, and Hailstorm. So how do they pull this off? Well, our phones are designed to connect to the cell site with the strongest signal. Law enforcement exploits this by having the cell site simulators broadcast signals that are much stronger than the legitimate cell towers around them. This causes your phone to disconnect from your service provider and establish a new connection with the simulator. These devices can also take advantage of flaws in cellular protocols like 2G, 3G, 4G, and even 5G to force that switch. Now, for the average person, it is extremely difficult to know if your phone's signal has been accessed by an active cell site simulator. And it's pretty much impossible to know if it's been accessed by a passive IMSI catcher. Once your device connects to one of these simulators, it can determine your location and trigger your device to transmit it. Once that connection is made, the device can potentially do much more intrusive things. It can intercept call metadata, like what numbers you called and for how long. It can grab the content of unencrypted phone calls and text messages, and even see some of your data usage, like which websites you visited. The major issue here is that cell site simulators invade the privacy of everyone in a given area, whether they're suspected of a crime or not. The vast majority of people affected are just in the wrong place at the wrong time. These are essentially general searches that violate the Fourth Amendment, this requirement that warrants must particularly describe who or what is to be searched. Organizations like the Electronic Frontier Foundation argue that the use of these devices should be strictly limited. They suggest that law enforcement should always have to obtain an individualized warrant based on probable cause. Also, that cell site simulators should only be used for serious, violent crimes and only to identify the location of a particular phone. And importantly, law enforcement must minimize the collection of data from people who aren't the targets of the investigation. Many thanks for taking some time to check out my tutorial. All the links will be in the description below. Please subscribe so you won't miss out on any important AI surveillance information out there. And make sure you check out the thumbnails that'll be popping up for similar content, and don't forget, PeekAboo, I see you now.